Travel with me from Cape Town to Abuja with a layover in Johannesburg and Cairo.
Let me tell you about some of the culture shocks I've experienced as a South African visiting Nigeria for the first time. So I have been in Abuja for close to 2 weeks now.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Africa Inside Official. Today I have a fun and interesting story to share with you about a South African lady's recent trip to Abuja, Nigeria. Let's talk about some of the culture shocks she experienced and how they made her appreciate certain aspects of Nigerian life. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Let's dive in. All right, let me start with one of her observations in the video that made her to draw comparison between Nigeria and her country. That's the banking system in Nigeria. She spoke of how impressed she was, saying back home in South Africa, a lot of people still prefer using more of cash for transactions because honestly, bank transfers can take hours, sometimes even days to reflect. It's a whole waiting game. But in Nigeria, instant transfers are the norm. Like you send money and it's there in seconds. No delays, no excuses. She was amazed at how seamless it was to pay for stuff.
Let me tell you about some of the culture shocks I've experienced as a South African visiting Nigeria for the first time. So I have been in Abuja for close to 2 weeks now. So some of these things are like things that I specifically experienced here. I've never been to Lagos. Apparently it's a whole different world out there. So the first thing, which is a nationwide standard, I guess, is that here they drive on the right-hand side and not on the left-hand side like in South Africa, meaning the driver's seat is on the left-hand side. I know this is nothing for most of you, but trust me, it does take some getting used to because do you know how embarrassing it is to walk to the driver's seat thinking you're walking to the passenger's seat, number one? And number two, I'm someone who has anxiety and who's so scared of being in an accident, so I always feel like we're driving on the oncoming. Another thing is that EFTs here are a very big thing, like money transfers. Now in South Africa, if you're going to a restaurant or a shop or wherever, you can only pay with cash or your card. They don't believe in transferring money because apparently people reverse payments. I don't know how true that is. Now, this is not everywhere in South Africa. In some places, they do allow you to transfer money. But here, it's like a standard. Like, you could see a vendor selling you bubble gum on the street and you could transfer the money to them. Like, it's nothing. I also think it's because banks in South Africa don't correspond that much with each other like the banks here. For example, if I use FNB and you use Standard Bank and you transfer money to me, if you don't select the immediate payment option, I will only get, or you will only get that money within 3 business days. Whereas here, it doesn't matter what bank you're transferring to, the money clicks immediately. So I think that's why it's such, like, it's normal. It's okay.
Now let's talk about the businesses in Nigeria. She said she couldn't help but notice how Nigerian many things was. From the food to the clothing stores, brands to little corner shops, so many businesses are owned by Nigerians and sell locally made products. In South Africa, a lot of the stores and eateries are big international chains, and they rely heavily on imported goods. But in Nigeria, there's such a strong sense of entrepreneurship and self-reliance. You'd see people selling beautiful handmade fabrics, delicious local food, and even running tech hubs. It's so inspiring to see people proudly supporting the economy.
Another shock for me is that here I haven't seen any big corporate retail brands. Brands such as Zara, H&M, McDonald's. Apparently there's a KFC, I haven't seen it yet. And also apparently there is a ShopRite. And I think I remember seeing a Total Garage. It's interesting because Abuja is a city, it's the capital of Nigeria, and you would find these brands in like big cities across the world. But at the same time, it's interesting because that means here they're very big on local brands. They support local clothing, local food, everything local, which is great, honestly.
One of the biggest takeaways is how much Nigeria prioritizes convenience and community. The instant banking system makes life so easy, and the fact that most businesses are locally owned creates such a sense of pride and sustainability. It's something more countries should embrace around Africa, not just in South Africa. So if you've ever been to Nigeria or you're Nigerian yourself, let me know in the comments what you think about this. And if you're South African or from anywhere else, do you think we could learn a thing or two from Nigeria's systems? Let's chat in the comments.
I know this is random, but the girls here are not big on makeup. I don't know if it's the places I've been to, and I've been to quite a number of clubs and lounges. I've been to Moscow, I've been to Cage, I've been to Rhapsody. Like, the girls here are not big on makeup, and trust me, they look beautiful. Like, This is weird to me because I'm so used to girls wearing makeup everywhere they go. Like, one thing about South African girls, they will book a makeup artist just to go out for lunch. South African girls love their makeup, and you know what? And last but not least, the people here are so respectful. Like, people here don't say hi, hello, they say good evening. Like, if you're walking into a shop or a restaurant or wherever, they'll say good evening or good afternoon, you're welcome. Like, that's how they say it. They like, good evening, you're welcome. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, auntie. Good morning, auntie, you are welcome. Like, that is so respectful. I love that. Anyways, so that's it from me. Come with me to one of the best burger joints in Abuja, located in Mall 55, Wuse 2. Please excuse me for mispronouncing the address. So this is me in my Uber, and this is the restaurant called G Burger. Of course, they open the door for you, and that's what the restaurant looks like. As a serial introvert, I really enjoyed this restaurant because it was low-key empty. It's not always this empty, but it's never jam-packed. So I ordered the house burger with fries and a vanilla shake, and oh my goodness, that was so good. The burger is organic. They make the beef from scratch. The cheese was just amazing, and that's just me enjoying my fries, guys. I love fries, and this is what the burger looks like. It was so juicy. I enjoyed it so much. Yeah, that's about it. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more cultural content. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired and stay blessed. Bye.